Number 1, read 1,000 books.
What?
I'm kidding. The most important thing to keep in mind is that you have to create value for others. Without anything valuable, you literally have nothing to sell. So, in no chronological order, the first way to make money, editing videos and or photos. Admittedly, learning how to do this will take some time. However, literally everything does. And listen, you don't have to be on the level of a super Netflix editor or anything. Just start off by learning the basics. After learning that, you can start putting videos together showcasing your skills, which you can then send to potential clients. While you continue to work on your skills, of course, because the better you are, the more you can charge. The key to making this work, however, is actually finding clients to edit for. Now, this requires some creative thinking. You'll have to find clients that actually need videos to be edited or created, as well as ones that aren't in niches that are oversaturated. So what you should do is start off by finding software you'll be using to edit the videos. There are quite a few free options that are great for editing. My number 1 recommendation is definitely DaVinci Resolve. Great software that you can download completely for free. Good alternatives are Shortcut and Kdenlive. After learning how they work, start making videos. Another thing, way too many people spend too much time on research. The best way to learn something is by doing it. You can start by looking for YouTubers that are getting a decent amount of views and reach out to them and find out if they'd like to outsource their video editing to you. Another idea is approaching people in universal occupations such as plumbers, electricians, dentists, etc., and finding out if they'd be interested in your services. Also, approach small to medium businesses in similar markets and specifically approach people that are responsible for their social media or advertising. The great thing about doing something like this is that you can create one template video that can be used for advertising purposes and just edit it to fit each individual. And you can literally use stock footage from a website like Pexels, so you won't actually have to shoot anything. If you want to see some results, however, you have to show initiative and actively approach potential clients. But yeah, I'm just spitballing ideas here, but I'm sure you get the picture. All you need to do is find a small gap in the market and you could potentially make good money. Selling your knowledge or skill. Most of us spend our lives doing and learning something, like woodwork, skating, football, music production, knitting, etc. Whether it was your hobby, side hustle, or whatever, you may not realize it, but that right there is something of value which can be sold, especially if you're really good at it. Again, you do not have to be an expert in the field to sell what you know. If you know more about web development than the average person, find ways to monetize that knowledge. Monetization can be done in various different ways, the most popular one being online courses. And yes, that is an option, but there's so much more to it than that. You could upload videos on YouTube teaching people how to knit, write a short ebook where you teach the consumer how to code in a short and effective format. You could also look to coaching if you'd had some experience in a certain field and are willing to offer advice to those that are starting out. If you're more of an academic, you could tutor people online on sites such as Cambly, TutorMe, or share your previous schoolwork on StudyPool. And ideally, you want to ensure that there's actually demand for what you're trying to sell. Get a regular job. This could be excellent for someone that needs a little more security. Also, you can use money from the job to fund other business ideas. And you don't necessarily need a degree to get a good paying job. However, it will be very difficult considering that most companies won't be hiring during tough economic times, and finding a job usually involves learning a high value skill first. Come to think of it, it's wild how some people have essentially stigmatized the 9-to-5 when it's one of the best ways of making money. Sell Canva templates on Etsy. Next to selling your skills and knowledge, this is the closest thing to passive income you can do. Using Canva to create templates and then selling them on Etsy is a very popular way of making extra money on the internet. This is because there is a lot of money to be made. However, there is also a lot of competition. This doesn't mean it won't work though. You'll just need to be a little persistent and hope for a bit of luck. To start making Canva templates, you need to get the pro version of Canva, which is relatively affordable. You can probably find a free 30-day trial somewhere on YouTube. I recommend going on Etsy and doing some research to see what type of templates people are actually buying and what the pricing looks like. Then you can jump right into Canva. Be careful though, you may not use templates provided by Canva. You have to start from scratch. There are quite a few videos that can take you through the process step by step. This is a great way to passively make hundreds or even thousands of dollars monthly. Similar to selling templates is selling medium content books on Amazon. This can also be a great way of making passive income. You may have already heard of low content books, which are books that have minimal or no content on the interior pages that are repetitive throughout the book and are designed to be filled in by the user. And in the past, low content books were actually a great way of making passive income. However, that market has literally been flooded with low content books because they're so easy to make and duplicate. So unless you got into it much earlier, it's going to be incredibly difficult to make money from low content books. And that is where medium content books come in. These are basically the middle point between low content books and high content books such as a novel. Examples of a medium content book are coloring books, activity books, puzzle books, handwriting books, etc. The medium content book sector is not nearly as saturated as the low content book sector. This is because the barrier of entry is slightly higher. However, literally anyone can do it. You just need to have the right tools and get started. If you're thinking of creating coloring books, for example, you can use free websites like Pexels for free images, Vecteezy for vector images, and Canva to put it all together. If you're thinking of puzzle books, then websites like BookBolt or Puzzle Generator are there for you. You don't even have to come up with your own puzzles. You can literally go on a website, get it to generate a Sudoku puzzle or a word search, and voila, that's the beauty of the internet. There are plenty of videos on YouTube that will guide you step by step if you're interested. The most important thing is to ensure that you find a niche that actually has demand with relatively low competition. So, be sure to like and subscribe for more finance related content, and watch this video that will teach you how to invest all the money you're gonna make. Peace.